welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad I can be on before MLG. As I remember, you've been doing a lot of traveling too.
Yeah, got the IPL 4 UK qualifier at the same time as MLG. Thankfully, we're before you guys, because we've got maybe a 6-hour lead on you, I think. So we're kind of like your backing band, I suppose. IGN probably won't be all that happy to hear that, but yeah. So many times we've had the multiplayer LAN in the UK, and so many times it's always been on the day of an MLG.
Right, yeah. And I just want to say officially that I don't get to watch too many tournaments, but I did watch your Rogue Invitational thingy, and that was pretty badass.
Aces Rogue had some good games, yes. I noticed you've been casting a few of them from the replay pack. Good stuff, good stuff. Did you manage to see the show match, the Idra White Raw best of 3 show match?
I'm trying to remember if I did see Idra White Raw, and I feel extremely horrible because I got a bunch of emails with a ton of different replays, and I had no idea where they were from, and then I casted them, and I'm like, oh god, I think these are from the one that TotalBiscuit did. I hope I'm not looking like a total ass right now.
Yeah,
but,
they're all from that. The thing is, the replay pack was released anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, the last day there were a bunch of show matches for 1,000 each, and Idra had beaten White Raw pretty badly in the run-up because, of course, he won the tournament. But then in the show match, White Raw just comes on, calm as anything, and absolutely annihilates him. It was wonderful.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to recheck those out. I didn't realize that they were worth $1,000 because I was only able to watch the first day, and I forget how long the stream was, but I was up until like 8 a.m. watching that. So I was kind of destroyed the next day by the time that was on.
Yeah, it was good stuff. It was quite a long tournament for everybody, but yeah, you've got MLG, and I've got that, and then I've got DreamHack at the end of the month. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, man. I feel like there's just always a lot of Starcraft going on. It's kind of awesome, and I am pretty excited about how much stuff is going on, considering that the game's only a little over a year old now.
Yeah, it's getting to the point, actually, where there's almost too many tournaments, and that's fine, because, of course, it lets you weed out the not-so-good tournaments from the ones that really deserve to be there.
Yeah, absolutely, and with all the competition, it's definitely really good for all the tournaments. I mean, like, MLG has already had to raise their own bar, and same with IPL and all that. And even on my front, where if you remember back during beta, like, I had the HDH, where back then that was cool, but if we had that today, it would be like the laughing stock of the community. And so just planning for my own kind of tournaments, it's like, well, this is what everyone else is doing, so I've got to do better.
Yeah, man, absolutely. It's good. And I know that you were integral, you were very, very important for the organization of the GeForce Pro-Am, which went really well.
Oh, yeah, that tournament, my fans are sick of me talking about it at this point, but I really, really like that tournament because, as far as I know, it was the largest open tournament ever in StarCraft. I don't know 100% if that's true, but we had almost 10,000 people sign up for that.
That's pretty damn huge.
We're trying... Yeah, and my main goal has always been, you know, to try and help esports in some way, and I feel like having a tournament that was accessible to 10,000 people, it was just kind of a way that if you looked at it on a piece of paper, it's like that helped esports because all these players were able to play in a tournament, not only experience it for themselves and have fun, but also kind of understand what a player would be going through when they're in a big tournament and kind of the daunting challenge of working your way through a big bracket like that. So I think that out of all the tournaments I've been involved in, not that you can compare them directly, but the open bracket on that one was one of my favorite things that I've seen in StarCraft. So we're trying to gauge, like, should we do something like that again? And I think if we do one, we're going to try and shoot for like 30,000 signups, but it was a lot of fun and everything went really smoothly, and there's definitely a lot of room for improvement, but I do like the idea of open tournaments. I think that it's just a pretty solid idea. Yeah,
it's good to get people involved in it. They feel what a tournament is like, and tournaments are exciting, there's no doubt. Even if you go out in the first round, it's still a nice little adrenaline rush in order to get a little bit competitive there. That's good stuff. Right, so I know you're on limited time because you're prepping for MLG, so we can do one of two things first. We can either do some 2v2 on EU or US side, whichever you prefer, or we can set up a subscriber match that we will both cast together.
I think that we should do both of these things. I will say that I only have a US account right now.
Not a problem.
I'm a total jerk like that. So I would prefer to do whatever we do on there, and
Yep, sure.
I can go ahead and log in. But both of those actually sound hilarious, and
Right.
I think that would be a ton of fun.
Okay, that's cool. Not a problem. We'll do the 2v2 to start with, and then we'll set up a match. Right? Yeah, that should be fine, I think. All right, I've sent you my real ID, so if you want to add that, I wouldn't want to show yours on the stream. That would be terrible.
It's pretty much out there already, but it's all good. I will look at it right now. I should probably log in too and show off my sexy panda icon that I'm really excited about.
Oh, yes, I heard about the panda that they were giving away at BlizzCon.
Yeah, and it was funny because on the little card, it was like, will be released at BlizzCon, and they just now got around to actually releasing it. So I don't think that most people who even went to BlizzCon have activated it yet, because they just now did. Okay, I think I added you.
Sure. Yeah, I got it. You do quite a lot of 2v2. You used to have a team, if I recall correctly, Siberian Husky.
Oh yeah, man. Me and Cy Starcraft last season played quite a few games. This season I've been too busy to actually play as much as I want to.
Yeah,
but I actually, when I first started Starcraft back in, when I was like 11 years old, my favorite thing to do was the team games on Big Game Hunters, which was kind of it wasn't the super noob map because that was fastest possible map, but it wasn't like the elite map because there was tons of resources on it. But it was a lot of fun, and I've always, ever since then, liked team games, whether it's in Warcraft 3, Starcraft 2, or anything like that. And I still stand by playing team games is really good for learning mechanics, because you don't get punished as hard when you're first starting the game. Because number one, it's a lot of people feel under pressure on 1v1, and when you're in team games, you kind of have your allies to lean up against, and so that's how I learned, quote unquote, to play StarCraft, was on team games. So
yeah.
they always hold a special place in my heart.
Definitely. I actually switched to Zerg, as it happens. It's going okay.
I've noticed that. I logged into your stream, and I'm like, is he actually playing right now? Because this does not look like Terran units on the screen.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I had some coaching from Sheth, who, as you're aware, is like the most mana guy in the universe, and he's pretty good, and he showed me some things, and yeah, it's been going okay. I've got some fairly severe problems, but I'm working on it. It feels better for me than Terran at the minute. I don't know, it's more fun, so I might stick to Zerg.
Oh, right on, man.
So,
yeah, I've tried switching races a couple of times. Usually after losing to a big ball of Marauders, but it just never feels right. I always feel just a little bit dirty leaving my Protoss brethren behind. So hopefully you're able to make it work. But I used to play during beta. I would play random just to get a little taste of everything going on.
Yeah, I'm sleeping around at the minute. We'll see how it goes. I might decide to be a bit monogamous with a race once I've figured out which one I really like. I like the variety of Terran, but I've just got some blockages when it comes to mechanics with Terran. I don't know what it is. All right, let's queue up for 2v2. I'm going to play Zerg in this 2v2. I'm going to see how that goes. You're going to have to carry the hell out of me, I think.
Dude, no, it's fine. I will carry the weight of the team, and I will make lots of gateway units, and it'll be great.
Making gateway units is useful talent to have.
So true. I've learned that in 2v2, mass Zerglings with mass gateway units, pretty legitimate strategy.
I can build Zerglings, yeah, that's fine. I mean, when we did a 2v2 with Sheth, I decided to go for my patented 15 hatchery strategy with 51 queens. That worked perfectly well.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, the one that I love out of Sai is he goes lots of Zerglings, but he gets his +1 like ridiculously early.
Yeah.
And it just always crushes. If there's another Zerg, they get crushed because they never get the +1. Like he gets it like right after spawning. Like he gets it super soon.
Yeah, exactly. You basically you delay the. I suppose you would be delaying the speed in order to get early +1, and then play a little bit defensively until you've got that, and then sort of push into their natural from there.
Yeah, although a lot of the maps these days are shared bases, which is kind of annoying. We prefer the ones where you can Zergling run by 2 people at once. Usually you get someone, but this map that we're on right now, this has the shortest rush distances ever. It's just like 2 steps of war just shoved together.
Oh, wonderful! Just what I always wanted. Oh, God, steps of war. Why did Blizzard think that was okay? You know.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny. I was doing another cast, and I remembered randomly in that cast Steps of War and just kind of like the horrors of that map in general, and I was just like, oh
Jeez.
god. And I almost want to play a game on it just to kind of remember how far we've come in such a short time.
Yeah, exactly. I remember Kulas Ravine. That was always a lot of fun. Terrible map.
Oh, I know. Well, it wasn't horrible for Protoss, so I was always okay with that one because I would just make a bunch of Colossus and force them in the choke points. But I imagine for Zerg that was pretty much a nightmare.
Yeah, it wasn't good for Terran either. It made building placement really difficult and things like that. So, if you want to go mass barracks, good luck actually finding the space to build them.
That kind of reminds me of Antigua Shipyard when I play Terran on that for fun.
Yeah.
I run out of space so quickly. I literally have to build them in the center of the map because there's no room at the expansion and your base is surprisingly small.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I found them, and then my probe's like, let's just continue on the other way.
I'm gonna...
Scouting's not all that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go spawning pool first. I don't trust these guys. I'm not gonna expand them first. God knows what these guys land up doing.
Thankfully on this one we do have the expansion in the back of the base, which is always nice. We have a little Zergy ally. Hey, we're not getting cannon rushed. I don't believe it.
That's certainly a good start. Are they seriously over there? Huh. Great, they're in close ground as well.
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah, I've learned from experience on this map that when they attack, they are basically at your base right away. So,
yep.
You gotta be prepared for that one.
Up. Yeah, he's actually quite late on his spawning pool there. After one, I don't think he can. He can't have expanded first. So, I'm gonna nick the back expansion if you don't mind, since they're not being aggressive.
Oh no, please do.
That seems fine. I had to get my queen out.
They aren't super hardcore rushing us. So
That's always nice.
Which usually, I've learned, like in the Masters level of team games, it's basically all rush strategies. So it's kind of it gets kind of daunting.
Yeah, I can imagine. I have to wonder what level these guys actually are, because I know you're Masters in 2v2, and I'm not even placed, so I have to wonder what they're doing.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. The placement matches can be really weird. Sometimes you'll get all Masters players, and sometimes they'll mix in like Silver, and it's definitely weird when it comes to team games.
Yeah, understandable. Alright. I'm probably going to do what I like to do the best, which is build Banelings, because they're wonderful. There we go.
Banelings are always the most gratifying or the most worthless unit in the game.
Damn right. They're an all or nothing.
Because it's either, oh, I just killed 30 Marines with one Baneling, or I just lost 30 Banelings to one siege.
Yeah, I just lost. Look at all that gas I just threw away, you know?
I always have to be careful when I'm casting Banelings, because it'll be like, oh, we blew up a bunch of stuff. Oh, we lost more money in Banelings than anything else.
Yeah, that's always something to look out for, isn't it? You've got to look at Resources Lost tab immediately to figure out, well, okay, how many Banelings did you just throw away? Do a little bit of mental arithmetic, and then figure out, oh, actually, that's a lot of gas he just lost there, so that was kind of rubbish, wasn't it? Alright, Baneling.
Do you know, did his probe escape our base?
What?
Did the scouting probe, though, see if he left or not?
Pretty sure it has left, and it didn't really see all that much. Alright, cool. As far as I'm aware.
Do you think he can put a Zergling outside their base?
Yeah, of course.
So we know if they be moving out.
Yep, that's good. Attack to low as well. I get bending speed.
Sweet.
Spawn
he has
more
Zerg.
overlords. Spawn more overlords. God, that's the worst thing about playing Zerg. How sodding annoying that is. Well, hey.
Oh, they got a cannon. That's a good sign.
Yeah, they be turtling.
Anytime you see cannons, it is a good sign.
Yep.
Unless they're outside your base and you didn't spot them in time.
Yeah, that's not so good a sign. I increase my link count to a fairly absurd degree. Grab some more gas. Go straight for the Baneling speed. See what kind of damage we can do. Those cannons drop really quick.
Yeah, I'm just gonna text straight to Colossus. I've learned that they are very good in team games.
Yep. But they are. macro hatch. There we go. Overlords, inject, inject. He really does not want me having that, but that's tough. I want it. It's mine.
It's all you.
He wants all of those. I'm not letting him have them. That's just absurd. Okay, alright, my gas can's getting kind of high. The problem is that he currently has control of both Solnaga Watchtowers, so I'm going to send a couple of links to either to try and stop that from happening. Clean that out.
Inject. If you ever have extra gas, I can use it because Colossus.
Yep. If I ever have extra gas, I'll let you know.
I'm greedy like that.
Understandable. Okay. Right, I have control of both. And see if I can send a large number of lings over there, and then I'll see what I can do about maybe busting them, do some damage. I haven't got lings, I haven't got speed yet. Let's get over there. Yeah, there's not a huge amount on that ramp. That would be quite easy to kill. I think as you spotted, I've got a large force there. I have to wonder if he'll try and attack me from there. Overlords. More overlords, come on.
Yeah, they don't have much. My second Colossus is on the way, so we can go right after that. That's usually what I end up doing.
Sure. Start mopping banelings. The key bindings aren't right on this version. It's rather annoying.
Oh yeah, what do you use for key bindings, by the way?
Just kind of standard setup, but I rebind my overlords to O as opposed to V because it interferes with my my timer. And it screws up my injects and things like that because I screw up the hotkeys.
Right on. Yeah, I was trying to take a look at the grid hotkeys and see if there's something.
Grid? Yeah, grid takes a lot of getting used to.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, but it's good if you can get used to it, because it's good if you like.
Alright.
If you're playing a lot of different races. Alright, yeah. I've got banelings.
Yeah.
Baneling speed is about to finish, so. Alright. Okay,
ready to do this?
Up. Yep. Let's see what we can do. You go in and I will follow. In come the banelings, la 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 la. Ah! Crush the heathens!
Kill the infestors!
Oh, I'm sorry, that was awesome. There we go. Get the infester, get the infester, get the infester. Oh look! I still have some banelings. Delicious zealots! There we go. Alright. I did some fairly significant damage there. It might even have been enough. I think it, yeah, looking pretty good. I'm sending more lings directly into the base as quickly as I can. Ooh, he's pulling drones. That's a good sign. Let's go eat them.
Especially versus Colossus. Oh, Colossus versus drones! Ah!
Quick, step off the cliff! Step off the cliff! Step off the cliff! There you go. See, that is a terrible idea.
I accidentally focus fired one of my stalkers with my Colossus, but the splash damage still killed all the Zerglings.
Yep. Alright, more lings. I'm just streaming lings in at the moment as much as I can. I don't actually have a great economy, but it's enough to at least send some lings in.
Oh no, I lost a Colossus. That's okay.
Oh, it's alright. He's rage quit. Think we... You reckon?
Right on.
That was a good baneling detonation. I was happy with that. Yeah, Team Hot Streak 3. I think that counts from when I was doing it with Chef. There we go, they're gold leaguers. So, they're better than my Zerg, not as good as your Protoss.
Yeah, my Protoss is like low diamond, so I think on average we even out to be about a platinum level.
Yeah. That was good. I was happy with that. My economy could have been better, but it didn't really matter, because that one push just killed them anyway, so...
Yeah.
Should we do
yeah, the two Colossus, like if they don't rush at all, getting Colossus really early is usually pretty good.
Yeah.
Versus
definitely.
Versus most stuff. You got to be careful versus like tanks, but
yeah,
that's usually the case in team games anyway.
Yeah, it did the job. Let's do one more and then we'll do the little commentary thing. Sounds like a plan.
Yes. I am so down.
Alright, let's queue up, see how it goes. I'm gonna try and change this hotkey around. Zerg, lava. Morph overlords change to O. There we go.
You actually managed to hit the O key over there?
I'm right.
You must have like man hands.
My hand span from A takes me to backspace, so it's not bad.
Do you use your thumb?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Protoss Terran, ruins of Tarsanus. All right. There we go. GLHF, bros.
We require more minerals.
He mad.
He mad and he bad.
He mad cause he bad, perhaps. Causation. That's science, motherfucker. Alright.
They were Protoss Terran, you said?
Yeah, Protoss Terran. I'll scout
Alright,
pretty
I'm not
early
gonna
because I don't trust them not to cheese. I assume they're on the other side there. Spawn more overlords. Extractor trick. Makes you look skilled.
I don't know about you, but I love looking up people's rank while we're playing.
Yeah.
We require more.
I've never really bothered. I think I'm too busy trying to focus on not failing horribly.
Okay, well the hype guy is silver.
Okay.
MICKEED.
More drones.
And the other guy is platinum.
Alright. Okay, we should have a reasonably decent time of it then.
So unless they super cheese ball us, which is always a possibility.
Expanding
You
on
scout
map,
the
is
other
it?
guy.
Yeah, I sent the drone over there and they decided it didn't want to go anymore. It got very, very upset. So there we go.
Well, he did find a pretty safe spot to stop
just
at least.
hanging around that. It's all good. Drones. Let's go. Pool first. Expanding on this map is a pain. Look at this crap. How terrible an expansion.
Oh, I
button
know.
is. Yeah. It's awful.
It's like let's expand halfway towards our opponent's base.
Pretty much. There, stabbing me. There we go. Okay, gateway's coming up. Standard timing, 1 gas on the Protoss side. Let's check for multiple barracks there. I don't think we're going to find any, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's go and have a look. Let's see how much gas he's got. Because if he's got 2 gas, he's probably going for some, like, all-in. He's gasless. He's probably... he's either going mass marine or he's gasless expanding.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell
Yeah,
I
that's kinda
expand
weird.
on this map. I'm going to have to expand towards the enemy. I don't have a choice. There's no way I can take a back expansion.
Yeah, you pretty much have to take the one out in front.
It's awful. It's awful. Just awful. Oh, he's blocked me in the corner. What a sneaky bastard.
Click on the minerals! Click on the minerals!
Oh, too late. It's like, oh yes,
okay,
the
he did
mineral
his
trick.
job.
Never mind.
Yeah, that's old school Brood War stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
That's the only way you could ever move your drones. They were so stupid, the workers
Yeah.
back then. Oh my god.
Yeah, true story. I barely played any of it, but I played a little bit of the Starcraft 2 Brood War, and they're still stupid in that. They emulated the stupid to an immense degree.
Yeah, no, it definitely takes a whole new level of skill to be able to emulate how stupid units were.
Pretty much, yeah.
We require more minerals.
It's like you weren't so much moving Dragoons as you were herding them.
Oh god, the Dragoons are so bad. I remember right towards the end of Brood War, like kind of the... I mean, it had been a standard opener, but in PvT, like the Terran would always wall in, and then the Protoss every single game would harass with their first Dragoon, and you'd always do some damage to the wall in because they did a lot of damage to buildings, and you'd also try and snipe the tank, but it was so annoying because if they moved the tank out of range, the Dragoon would literally just sit there and do nothing at all, and it was the most frustrating thing ever.
Sounds about right. Drones out there. They'll probably try and pressure me there.
Inject.
I'm just gonna check expansions. Finding anything
Very
here
cool.
yet. They don't seem to have expanded to either. I'm just gonna build roaches for the moment. Mostly because I don't trust them.
More minerals. We require.
They got an
Not-
observer.
Yeah.
We require more.
Neither have expanded unless they've done some crazy thing at the back. So that really concerns me. They've probably got a complete wall off on their base now as well. They have a CC at the front.
Oh, he has?
Yeah, but he hasn't moved it out yet.
Inject.
which is
Cool.
interesting.
That's good news for us.
Yeah.
I can deal with that.
Well, that's fine, because I think I'm going to roach pressure him there when he tries to move it out. I'll just get some more roaches out and then just poke at him a bit.
Right out. I got Colossus on the way.
Always good. I do need to get a few more drones out.
Some more overlords.
Right, let's get those together.
Inject.
There we go. Alright. Let's go hang around his expo a little bit. He hasn't expanded yet, has he? He's still using that for macro. It's weird.
Yeah, it looks like it.
That concerns me. I want to know what crazy stuff he's up to.
We require
I don't
By the
think...
looks of it, he's just up to being not very good, because he just has 4...
Inject.
He hasn't got...
There's no drops.
Oh, hang on. The stalkers are moving out. I was going to say, oh, yeah, I can... No, I can't. Alright, yeah, I'm going to back out for the minute. There's no real point in me doing anything here. I'll probably just use the roaches to bust down the back rocks. Inject. I'm just going to drone.
we require more minerals.
Trying to see what's going to come out of this robo. Oh, he spotted me.
Oh, dear. This needs to be gotten out of the way.
Coming out of there. I think it's going to be an immortal. I think they are actually going to push pretty soon.
Alright. I'll start building units again.
Yeah, he made immortal.
Alright. I'll need lings then, really.
Yeah, he just has Stalker immortal, so it's a...
Alright, lings is perfect option then. At least it would be if I want supply blocked. Busting down the back rocks. Spawn more overlords. Spawn more goddamn overlords.
I think they're just trying to expand off of this. Yeah, they are.
Can we pressure that?
I'll pretty much be ready. I'm going to have a 3rd Colossus pretty soon. And then I'm ready if you are.
Yeah, I'm getting
Like-
lings and more roaches, so... I'm just going to build nothing
Alright,
but
cool.
units at the minute.
We require more rescue
I'm going to expand to the back.
Time to go set up that pylon.
We require more minerals.
Dum, bum, ba, bum, bum. I really need that to go over there. Somehow my unit count did seem a little too low. More lings.
We require more minerals.
Get over there. Stop being so lazy.
This is complete.
Alright, well I'm pretty much ready.
Alright. Well, I have units. I can help, so...
It looks like they're trying to set up bunkers and stuff, so I can actually just bombard this with my Colossus for a
Okay,
while.
yeah, I'll hang around the back if they try and charge at you. I can deal with it.
They do have an observer over us, so I'm going to bring this down. Oh no, they killed it!
Alright, you just keep hitting them. And as soon as they try and break out, if they do, I've got lings ready. Oh look, a free donation. Thanks for the stalker, bro.
Yeah, they just have bunkers there, that's really all you have to worry about.
Alright, well, just kill them. Plus 1 armor. Well, we just kill the bunkers, because there's nothing they can really do about it. Alright, they're going for you. Let me bring my friends. Charge, my minions! Fire support very much required here. Alright, trying to focus down the sentries. They actually have quite a lot of units, as it turns out. You might... no, you might be fine. No, I don't know, actually. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. I'm reinforcing as much as I can.
I killed the majority of this stuff.
Yeah, I killed... the Lings
I
got
think
in and killed the Immortal and a lot of the sentries and such, so I've got more Lings just running amok. stupid bloody units get to where you're supposed to be.
Our allies are in combat.
More magical lings are going to go into that mineral line. It's going to be wonderful. There we go. I never know if that slicing sound is a zealot or if it's a Dark Templar.
Our allies are in combat.
That's always
I
concerning.
don't think they have DTs.
Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, well that's that expo dealt with. Let's kill that lone marine. Very sad situation for him. I think that Terran's probably expanded to the back.
Yeah, we can definitely take a look.
Yeah, I think we start poking at that. We can just head over to the back with lings and such. Alright, let's stop missing injects. That would be good. Be significantly more effective if I wasn't doing that.
Our forces are under attack.
Alright, I'm gonna start beating down these bat rocks. It'll take a while, but
Yeah, definitely worth it if you can open them up.
yeah, definitely. I think we need a Nidus worm. I'll get past that defensive line.
Our forces are under attack.
He does not like me doing that. Yeah, he hasn't expanded to the back either. I think his turret's just been on one base the entire time, which is not particularly good.
Oh my god, did you know? That is hella funny.
What's up?
Where my stalker is on the right side, do you see him?
Yep.
You can like move from that expansion to the wall, like right
Oh,
there.
lol.
Did you see that?
Huh, yeah. I did not know you could do that.
You can't do that on the other side.
He's
just
gone
that
Mass
one.
Phoenix, which as it turns out is a terrible idea if you want to try and kill about 100 Zerglings. Inject, inject, inject. Give me more lava. I might actually have to drone in a second. It's a terrible an idea as that is. Alright, I have a Nidus worm. I don't know if there's really anything I can do with it at the moment. Doesn't make a handy reinforcement point, but that's about it.
The other thing I'm worried about is the Phoenix killing
Inject.
our mineral lines, so...
I guess Spire and get a couple of Corruptors, I'll shut that down.
Mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack.
He really doesn't have a lot in there. I'm actually tempted just to rush in there, because those Stalkers I think will just die if I hit them with all these Zerglings. Let's have a
I'm
look.
behind you.
Hello! How about a cuddle? Turns out that many Lings actually does quite a significant amount of damage. There we go. Inject. I am the Centurion Queen, it would seem. I don't even know
Did a
what
lot of anti-air, but not a lot of anti-anything else.
Yeah, it turns out that anti-air is terrible against Lings. Who would have thought it? Hello, Vikings! How about a cuddle? There we go. You can't leave. I love this Zerg thing. You just build Lings and win. It's brilliant.
Yeah, dude, in team games, all you need is Zerglings.
That's good. Well, the Terran's got very little economy left. Let's deploy the surprise Nidus Worm. And rally all units to it. Oh, he's gone away. How unfortunate. Crashed!
Mickey D and Hiep
Yeah, man. G to the G.
has once again fallen victim to the Zergling.
Yes, my strategy of hold the Z button is extremely effective. People wondering why I'm not placing creep tumors. Why do I need creep tumors if all I'm building are Lings?
Ah, so true.
Cool. Right, well then, we should set up this subscriber battle. Now, I believe my moderators have picked 2 people to fight it out. At least I hope they have. I shall find out. I'm going to go ask my moderators if they've done what they need to have done.
I'm just gonna sit here and awkwardly drink some juice.
Sounds good, man. Nothing wrong with that.
Hopefully that awesome drinking sound.
Yeah. I saw you playing Battlefield 3 on your channel.
Yeah, that video was so hard to render. I eventually had to render it in 720p because it kept killing my computer because it's like really long. But that game is really fun. I didn't like it at first, but it's one of those games where they actually released it with a bunch of maps instead of releasing it with like 2 and then making you buy the rest.
Yeah.
They released it with fighting quite a few maps, and the reason I like it is because it actually has some sort of skill curve where I got substantially better just by learning the maps and the weapons and practicing, and it's a really fun casual game. I was pretty impressed. There hasn't been a first-person shooter that I've liked in a really long time.
Yeah, it's not bad, honestly. It's got some issues. Some of the maps aren't so great, I feel. I think it launched with 9, and then 2 of them don't work on 64-player because they lag too much, and then there's one that is unplayable on 64-player Conquest. It's Metro, by the way, because whoever gets the middle point can't be dislodged. It's impossible. Whoever gets that middle point first, they win. So that's pretty bad. There's a lot of maps where you're just sort of huddled in a large group sitting on a ton of med packs, which I don't really like either, but it's still a pretty good game.
Yeah, it definitely does have issues, but as far as just a casual game, and then like I said, once you learn it a little bit, because I was horrible when I first started, but then after a couple of days of playing, it's definitely casual fun. It's way better, I think, than any of the Modern Warfare games, and I don't know, as far as real guns first-person shooter goes, I think it's one of my favorites right now.
Yeah, definitely. Modern Warfare 3 is not very good, especially not on PC. It gives me a headache, the field of view is far too narrow, it's horrible.
Yeah, I played it, and I was like, I'm pretty sure this game came out like 8 years ago, because,
True
I mean, not that I should be one to talk about graphics, because I played WoW for 4 years, and I played, Starcraft 1 for 10 years, so I mean, it's just, there's just something about it where it felt like they weren't trying to greatly improve the game. They were just doing what they could have done in patches and then made a $60. Like, the fact that it's $60 alone is completely ridiculous to me. But I don't follow that franchise very closely, so I don't know if it's like accepted in the community or not. But when I played it, I was just like, this is way outdated.
It's an ugly game, man. You play Battlefield 3, and then you look at that game and you think, this looks a lot like COD 4. Oh yeah, that's because it is COD 4. It's the same goddamn engine. It's even the same assets. It's actually buildings that are just ripped straight out of COD 4, and they just put them into Modern Warfare 3 and thought the people would notice.
That's what I heard, and I don't know, I kind of look at it like Half-Life 1's a great game, Half-Life 2 is also a great game, and a lot of it is because they tried to... The same thing with Starcraft 1 and Starcraft 2, where it may not be the most revolutionary thing at the time of release, but they try to improve the brand in a lot of positive ways, rather than just like a couple of balancing issues that they could have done in a patch. So I was very disappointed in Modern Warfare. Not that I'm a huge fan of it anyway, but I don't know. They can do better.
Yeah, I just wanted a fun game that didn't require any brains, and it's not fun because the game gives me headaches, because the damn thing is just too narrow and you can't change the field of view. That's such a massive hang-up for me. I can't do it. I'm actually surprised that you're not jumping on the Elder Scrolls Skyrim bandwagon.
You know, I played that game, and I'm going to be honest, I was not that impressed. The controls and the character AI and everything, it felt like all the other games that came before it. And not that I think a game should be revolutionary or, you know, completely revamp a playstyle, because like StarCraft didn't really completely revamp their playstyle. But I don't know, I just felt like it didn't have a wow factor to me. Like, I had everything on the highest settings, I did everything, but there was really no opening cinematic to get you into it, and the story starts really kind of slow, and I don't know. I'm not much of an RPG guy. I think it's just basically what it comes down to. Because the role-playing games I've played were WoW, not that you can really consider that a role-playing game, and like the original Fallout. So I guess I'm a hipster.
Yeah, man. I liked RPGs before it was cool as well. The Skyrim, I've played a bit of it. It's all right. I would agree that it doesn't really evolve all that much. The combat system, for instance, is not really all that much better than Oblivion's, and that's kind of unfortunate. But I've actually been playing a lot of Saints Row the Third. That's a freaking fantastic game. Really fun.
Yeah, I actually don't know. Is that game on PC? Because I wanted to check that out.
It's good. It's good. We should play some co-op sometime. It's hilarious. Really fun game.
Is it a game that's like kind of like Grand Theft Auto? Is that
yep,
kind of the...
Yep, but it's like all the stupidity of Grand Theft Auto is jacked up to 11, so you can do all sorts of crazy stuff. It's great.
Cool. I will definitely have to check that out. That like just came out, right?
Yeah. Yep, it only came out on Tuesday. Alright, we've got our 2 contestants right here from the subscriber pool. It's Tempest Rocker and Crazy Guitar. This should be the first TotalBiscuit and Husky dual cast. This will be amusing.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever casted at all ever.
No, we haven't. I don't know how we're going to do this, because it's going to be awkward with the intros, so we're going to have to sort of try and hybridize the intros, aren't we?
No, I'll be fair in that I never say H to the Husky when I'm dual casting, because if the fans of my dual caster, my partner, hate me, then I feel like I'm not dragging them down into, you know, kind of that. Because if there's one annoying thing about me, I would say it's definitely my intro, so I try not to slap other casters around with it. So
well, I'm okay with you doing it on this stream. I'm alright with you doing it on this stream. I say you introduce the match that way, and you introduce one guy, and I'll introduce the other. That seems like a reasonable way of doing things.
I love it. And whoever I introduce first, that is the person I'm cheering for. And I feel like since this is an amateur game, we can be a little bit biased. Not something that I can usually get away with.
Okay then. That's fine. We shall do that. Alright.
It's so funny. My favorite story about that is when I cast Idra games, if he wins, people think I only pick games where he wins, and if he loses, they think I only pick games where he loses. And it's like this ongoing thing where it's just never going to end.
No.
And I actually have huge respect for Idra because he's managed to play the game for so long. I personally would not have lasted a day in Korea.
Oh yeah.
But his personality and all that aside, like, he's dedicated a lot of time to it, so I always am like, well, I hope he succeeds, just because...
Yeah, he's got a kick-ass work ethic. No, you can't say that of all players, honestly. He's willing to work his ass off to get good, and he's also really critical of himself. I like that a lot. It's always good, and I think that actually kind of gives him a right to be critical of others.
Yeah, totally.
Alright.
Alright! I'm so ready for this. Hello, everyone, this is HDSKSky here. Who am I here with?
My name is TotalBiscuit.
Yes, alright, and we are going to be doing the first dual cast ever, and I believe that this is an amateur level game, is that correct?
Yes, it is. It is from the subscribers of the Showcraft stream, and it's guaranteed to be amusing. They're both trying to entertain in this particular matchup.
Alright, so spawning in the top right side, it is going to be the orange Zerg. It is Crazy Gitter. I'm guessing there was a few too many letters available, so we're just going to be calling him Crazy Guitar.
Crazy Guitar, sounds good to me. And spawning the pink trunks to the southwest of the Tal'Darim Altar LE, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the one and only Tempest Rocker. Oh yes, and he's playing Terran.
But he's also picked my favorite color, so it's going to be a shame here to see him have to get crushed by our Zerg opponent. But we were chatting a little bit before, and I decided to be just a little bit biased towards Crazy Guitar, because that is something like, say, at an MLG, I have got to be so careful being any bit biased, because people will have my head on a stake if I pick sides here. So I feel like this is going to be more casual, and we can have some fun with this.
Yeah, we can chill out. Not too many people will get angry there. Your head on a stake would be nice. And actually, can I just skip your head and go right for the stake? I would love that. That would be wonderful.
You are always a gentleman there, TotalBiscuit. And I do have to say that this is a requirement. The map is Tal'Darim Altar, which, all balance issues aside, I love this map because it is the first map that Blizzard put on their ladder that was kind of made from the Korean tournament side of things. And when they did that, I knew that, you know what, Blizzard is at least doing something right. So I always like seeing this map out there.
I've actually got a bit of history behind this map. When this map first came onto the Western tournament scene, the online tournaments, I was one of the first to cast on this map. And when I was doing show matches, in fact, I think I was one of the first to put this on a show match. I had a show match between, I think it was Moro and Soke, that I called the Altercation at the Altar. And I was using this brand new map called Tal'Darim Altar. And the match went on for 58 minutes. And it's at that point that we knew it was a good map.
Yes, good indeed. I recently cast a game. I haven't uploaded it yet, but it was on Terminus, which is also one of those huge maps.
Yep.
And I think the game on there went for over an hour. So I I quite enjoy that, but it did come down to lots of ghosts holding off an impending Zerg army for
that
like
seems to be the way
45
now.
minutes.
Yeah, that's the way the metagame shifted. Super late game, Terran versus Zerg tends to be all about the ghosts. I'm pretty sure I've seen Select recently building upwards of 30 of the damn things, because it is just the quickest way to clean out everything. I mean, you EMP Infestors, it kills Broodlords, you can even super snipe onto Ultralisks if you so desire, but I mean, it chews through Broodlords so quickly.
Oh yeah, it is absolutely ridiculous. So right now it just looks like Tempest Rocker down in the bottom left. He's going to go ahead and throw down a command center after getting a factory, and I'm curious to see if he's going to be going for Hellions off of this, or if he's going to be going for super early siege tanks, which are something that Terran players like to utilize quite often, as I lose to them every single time.
Oh yeah, well if they want to be defensive, then that's optimal. He's not building Marines out of that, which makes me think that he's going to do a swap around, but it's interesting that he's put the factory so far back. He is going to do a swap around. That's actually kind of a waste of time, but of course, bearing in mind that this area is flat, it does prevent that from being scouted by a drone or a ling that would head up to his wall off there. So we're going to see a Reactor Hellion opening, which it's a very popular opening. It works really well.
Yes, absolutely, especially on this map where that natural is semi-exposed. Part of the problem for Zerg on this map is that the version with the rocks, yep, at the third base there are those destructible rocks. So a lot of times a Zerg will take, if they want to go for an early third base, they will take it somewhere else, although Crazy Guitar, unfortunately for him, is going to be supply blocked here. He is getting that early +1 melee attack, but you know what better way to free up supply than make overlords? Just make more buildings as Zerg.
Yeah. Dump them down. That's 2 spine crawlers going down right there. That'll at least be a little bit helpful against the Hellions. Might kill one as it goes past. He doesn't have a complete wall off. I kind of like the position of the Roach Warren. Makes it a little bit more difficult for the Hellions to sneak around the left-hand side over there. But I don't know. It's quite dangerous here for Crazy Guitar. That said, he did scout the factory with the Hellions on it, so we shall see what his response is going to be to that. He's throwing down a Roach Roar, and he's got some extra Zerglings coming in as well. And Zerglings with +1, especially with the speed upgrade, do work extremely well. And he cancels the Roach Roar in there. Interesting.
Yeah, that is very interesting indeed. Roach Warren is something that is good, really kind of in any matchup. Once it gets to the mid and late game, Roaches can be so cost effective, but the 4 Hellions still just chilling out here in the center, but the fact that he waited for 4 does mean that both spine crawlers are completed. He's going to scan there. We'll see if he's going to commit here, but he needs to be careful, because if he gets blocked by Queen Zerglings, that'll be it.
Yeah, position's looking pretty good here for Crazy Guitar. He doesn't really have a lot of lings, but he probably has enough. With the +1, if that hits, and it might. I mean, if these Hellions wait another 20 more in-game seconds, then that'll happen. Crazy Guitar deliberately pushing that Spine Crawler forward, and Tempest Rocker not reacting to that one just yet. He needs to move, otherwise he's going to lose a Hellion right here. That's 3 good hits on that, and now Crazy Guitar looking a little bit confident. He's going to go for it. Will he be able to get the surround on that? He doesn't have an awful lot of links to make that one happen. Tempest Rocker in a good position right there.
Yeah, he was able to control that, get that back behind the mineral line to line him up. We do have more Zerglings on the way, but without that Roach Warren, these Zerglings, there's always the chance that they can get a perfect surround and kill off the Hellions, but there's also a chance that they can get completely destroyed as they get kited across the map. There's kind of a back and forth style play there that happens when you go Zerglings versus this, and we do see that Tempest Rocker does have his natural up and running now. So he's going to be on an equal amount of expansions here, so it's going to be up to our Zerg player here to try and either secure a third or put on some pressure.
Yeah, we've got Tempest Rocker getting extremely angry at his reactor right here. That is, in fact, a traitorous reactor. It has prevented his siege tank from getting out of there. Some kind of special tactic here from Tempest Rocker.
Yeah, something so annoying. Apparently, I think he could have just lowered the other supply depot to get out of there. I don't know what that was about, but went ahead and decided to kill that one off. I'm glad you spotted that, because I'm usually casting a game and the players will be talking, and I'm like, I have no idea what they're talking about. So good eye there. And creep spread going for Crazy Guitar. And I just noticed that Crazy Guitar and Tempest Rocker, they should make a band.
Yeah,
I feel like
absolutely.
they have the makings of a band already.
It makes sense, doesn't it? Honestly, you know, Tempest Rocker and the Crazy Guitars. I don't see why not. I would buy all the albums. What can I say?
You are their #1 fan.
Damn
and,
right.
We do have the siege tanks now for Tempest Rocker set up. He is playing kind of turtle style here, and has no one really looking to secure a third here. It does look like Guitar, though, is busting down those rocks, and we could potentially be transitioning into kind of the mid-late game here moving forward, as neither player really has a lot of stuff at this point to actually kill off the other player.
Well, we've got Infestors on the way up here for Crazy Guitar, and he's also going for Ventral Sax. We could be seeing some kind of 4 Infestor hit squad right here. Good scan down there. Spots the Infestation Pit.
Yeah, now our Zerg player does have quite a few resources. Is he going to be hoarding those for the Infestors, or does he have something else planned? Well, he has dropped down 2 hatcheries, so he should be able to use that money quite easily. His inject larvas actually haven't been all that bad, as his queens are sitting pretty low on the energy. And he's going to be grabbing a 4th base over here. So you were saying we're going to see entertaining. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Zerg units here within the next 3 or 4 minutes.
That's always entertaining, unless, of course, you're on the other side of it, in which case it's infuriating.
Yeah, just the 3 tanks there to defend that. And there are Overlords in position, could potentially be for drops here. So Tempest Rocker, he's going to have to make sure not to let this get out of control, because Crazy Guitar's macro was a little bit slow to get started, but I think once he has all these hatches, and he's going straight towards Hive Tech, so it's going to be up to our Terran player to kind of stop this. This is exactly what a Zerg player wants, is to be able to sit back and make a lot of stuff.
Hey, Husky, what do you call Crazy Guitar when he's playing 1v1?
I don't know, but it's going to be awesome. What do you call him?
A Crazy Guitar solo.
Nice.
Nailed
was
it.
that straight from the mind of TotalBiscuit, or was that from the chat?
That's actually from a pre-prepared list of terrible puns that I constructed approximately 3 days before this event.
You do your planning. That is, no one can say you do not plan.
Preparation is everything.
My terrible puns. Yes, my terrible puns are usually on the spot, but prepared terrible puns I feel like are twice as good.
Yeah, they can be super effective.
All right, so we do have Banelings now for Crazy Guitar, and the Infestors are on the way. He does have that upgrade for the Infestors, so they can spawn fresh out, ready to puke up that fungal growth on their opponent. But right now, Tempest Rocker does have about even supply, which usually is going to be good. But I don't know with this Ultralisk Cavern on the way.
Yeah, that's kind of my concern there. Changeling dropped by Crazy Guitar, which is immediately spotted there by Tempest Rocker. Tempest Rocker does need to start doing damage, because that's 3 fully operational bases here for Crazy Guitar. Now a 4th who is injecting on all 4 bases quite regularly. He's also up to Hive Tech. He has the tech advantage. He's got a reasonably sized army. His army supply is not quite as large as Tempest Rocker, so there's a window of opportunity